everybody, welcome. We are drafting Shadows over Innistrad. So we opened pack 1, pick 1, and we are considering taking Geese's Bidding here because it's the best card in the pack, probably. Doing good, says Tesmizit. I have my last class in my first year of college, so that's awesome, Tesmizit. Congrats. So are you doing anything fun this summer? I was getting scared. Started having Gaby withdrawals, but here I am. She's my fix. Welcome, Pope. How are you? Yeah, don't worry. We got the Geese's Bidding. So this was one of the build around me cards for the CSL this week, though. It is not the one that we picked. Other good cards in this pack, there's the Kessage Forge Master and the Stancia Masquerade. There's also an Insolent Neonate, which is like really good with our Geese's Bidding. So here I think I'm between our Memories and Push for Mill. Geese's Bidding. Let me write that out, Gaby. There you go. I think I'm gonna take Kessig Forge Master just because I think Forge Master is like probably the strongest card in the pack. The Winsel and Neonate goes better with our Geese's Bidding. You never go blue-green. It's true, I haven't gone blue-green very often. Are those new Planeswalker decks they are making? Yeah, they look cool. I'm gonna take Kessage Forge Master, it's pretty good. Alright, there's an Herbal Illuminator, which is great. If you end up having to do Hardness by Storm, I'm planning on playing in Standard. I'm not doing it. My choice was between like Assault Formation and that. Will I have a Planeswalker card that said it, or is it a different one? They said it's gonna be constructed around a Planeswalker that's in the set, I believe. Yeah, this is surprising. So this is Silver for Partisan or Erdwall Illuminator. I kind of like Silver for Partisan. We could also take Skin Invasion and stay in our lane. Skin Invasion's pretty good. Goes well in an aggressive deck. Though, this is a pretty strong sign. Silver for Partisan going 3rd pick. I don't know. I think I'm gonna stay in our lane and take Skin Invasion. See, now I'm feeling like blue's pretty open. Oh, but there's a Neonate here too. Neonate's pretty good with our bidding. The Planeswalker in the Planeswalker deck is not in the set. It's a unique high-cost splashy Planeswalker, not geared. Oh, so I read that wrong, Adam. Thank you for clarifying that. I actually like that better. Because that means that people who are playing like casually get to play with like a really flashy Planeswalker, and like that's a cool thing to do when you first get into Magic. It's like playing with a cool new card or whatever. Yeah, Neonate does combo with Skin Invasion. How cool would it be if we go like Neonate and then on turn 4 we put a Skin Invasion on it and then we get Geese's Bidding something out of it too. We draw a card, we get a 3/4, we get 2 2s, and our opponent gets to cry. Wow, Traverse the Ulvenwald is going pretty late. I think we'd probably just take Traverse. Like, what are our other options? Grotesque Mutation is like, whatever. Intrepid Provisioner is fine. Groundskeeper is not really what this deck is trying to do. Yeah. I do too, Molly. I think it's a really good idea to add some casual Planeswalkers to those decks. Hey, Alex. It's unfortunate necessity that they need to. Yeah, I think I'm moving out of black. It seems like it's pretty cut. I'm gonna take Traverse. I know it's not as good in Limited, but it's like still fine. See, look, we could potentially pick up this Moonlight Hunt here, and we could pivot into Werewolves. I know we don't have that many werewolves right now. Now I really wish I would have taken the Partisan. I think they have done a good job at making not vested walkers and commanders and so on. You were saying that, Lick? I would counter pick the 2/2 flyers or 1/2 inspector. Oh, was there a inspector in that pack? I actually should have taken that. We could take the bounce as well. I think I think I'm gonna take the Moonlight Hunt and see if we can make something happen with werewolves. Ooh, Darth Gaby with a first-time sub. Darth, welcome to the Brood. How are you? Everyone else, welcome Darth Gaby for the first time with a bunch of Vipers. Darth Gaby, since you're a first-time sub, a couple questions to you. Woo! First of all, I'm making blue stars today, so here's your star. Second, where are you watching from? Third, what is your favorite magic card? And please tag me in the message so I don't miss it. So we can take Gloom Widow or Wildfield Scarecrow here. I think I'm okay taking Gloom Widow here. Yeah, that was 200. You guys, we're not that far from getting new emotes. It's going to be exciting. This is a pretty like Crow of Dark Tidings, but it looks like black is really not open. We could take a Stoic Builder here, and then we find like a fork in the road, which we're kind of incentivized to do because of Traverse the Evenwald. Then Stoic Builder can help us fix. We could also take a Vessel of Ephemera, but we have nothing in white, so I think we just take Stoic Builder here. Just got my VA ratings, and I'm retired at 80%. What do you mean your VA ratings? Do you think white looks open? I don't think it looks white at open at all. I think black looks really... Our opponent to the right, direct right, is definitely black. We haven't seen like a single black card. But in terms of other stuff... Fleeting Memories did wheel. I don't know if we want to do that though. Wow, Harness the Storm. We can't really play that at all. We can take Loam Dryad here. We could also take Militant Inquisitor if we think that white is open, but it doesn't seem that open. We can just take Loam Dryad here. All these cards are bad. We can take Catalog. Silent Observer. Alright. Okay. We have 4-color BS. You would have taken Marshall there too? Didn't I take Marshall, or are you talking about a different pack? Darth Gaby saying, I am fine, thank you. I'm watching from Zurich. Oh, that's awesome. We have so many European viewers, I love it. And my favorite magic card is Stuffy Doll. I like Stuffy Doll. Stuffy Doll, fun fact, was one of the first cards in one of my like intro decks, and it was a really confusing card. Thank you, Happy Dude, with a host. Appreciate it. I think you would just take Hermit of the Natternolls. We're like really unsure about what color we are. Ninja with the important new Stuffy art or old Stuffy art. Hey Spoochie, how are you? Is that a block of chocolate? Oh, I know Stoic Builder is Marshall. I'm saying, which pack? Was there a pack where I could have taken another Stoic Builder but I didn't? Thank you, legit advice for the host. Appreciate it. Good morning. Why are you sniffling, Happy Dude? You could cut Dark Knight, but we're not black. Oh, and right there we got our Relentless Dead. So I'm gonna move Stern Constable because he's bad. Hate Draft the Black coming under your waist. This was so dry in pack 1. Yeah, sure. The person to our right. What's what? So we could take Veteran Cathar, which is really good, but that assumes that we're going to be green-white, which is not a safe assumption. We could take that Fork in the Road. Classic red green splash Stern Constable. Thank you, Zoot. We could take Intrepid Provisioner, which is a fine card, especially if we end up drafting more humans. Relentless Dead is almost 3 tickets now. That's not worth it for me to like just hate it. So I guess this is Intrepid Provisioner or Fork in the Road because I think green's the only one that we're sure we're gonna be. This is the best card. I guess I'm okay taking this card and seeing where it takes us because we can take a Lambhold Pacifist here. Thank you, Raging Judman. We're getting a lot of the blue or the green uncommons. Relentless Dead, the only mythic not played with a $7 price tag. Fork is terrible if we're not black. Yeah, but I don't think it's worth cutting. Look, take a look at this. This is kind of what we're looking at right now. Black is definitely not open. So we can take Lambhold Pacifist here and see where we go from there. Because there's a byway courier here. And we'll definitely take the courier. And we're still unsure about whether we're going to be green or red. We have a lot of good red cards, but red doesn't look open. Yeah, Pacifist was a good pickup. Okay, so I'm going to take Byway Courier here. Wow, Voldaren Duelist is a reason for me to continue being red. Yeah, I like Courier better than Dance. I agree. Why not Dance? Because I'm not sure that I'm going to be red. But if we're going to see Voldaren Duelist, then that makes me want to move into red. Look, we're not really seeing any good white here. We have Exposed Evil, Strength of Arms, and Survive the Night. So... Calc with a chasm. I believe we are green-white humans, mostly with white coming from the third. Possibly. But there's no card here that I want to take over the Voldaren Duelist. I think it's part of the thing. Loam Dryer is a new Birds of Paradise. It is. It's just, unfortunately, not close to being quite as good. I'm going to take the Duelist here. So there's a lot of good white in this pack. And there's a lot of good red in this pack too, which is kind of weird because it looks like red-white is pretty open coming from the left. We can take the Bloodseeker, stay in our lane, or we can move into like Paranoid Parish Blade, Gossip Monger, or Moorland Drifter. I think our red cards are pretty reasonable, so I'm just going to take the Bloodseeker. And I think we're done looking at other colors. I think at this point we just move in. So... right as we say that, this pack is so garbage and there's like nothing good here. We could take Shard of Broken Glass or Dual Shot for the sideboard. I think we're okay taking Dual Shot for the sideboard. Rush of Adrenaline could be pretty good in this deck, so let's take that. How good is Pyrehound? Not great. How good is Might Beyond Reason? More playable than our Pyrehound probably, so let's take this. You can take Sanguinary Mage, super late on Unruly Mob, or an Explosive Apparatus. You should take the Forest, and we don't have any green sources yet. Take Hulking Double for your Assault Formation deck. Thanks, Calc. That's very useful. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take the Mage. Staying in your lane is LSV key. What about when people are in our lane? Let's take another Dual Shot. Structural Distortion. No, let's take a Nagging Thoughts away from someone, I guess. Magmatic Chasm, sure. Okay, so you guys, the question that I wanted to ask you earlier is, so one of the things that we're considering doing for GPLA is to have Fact or Fictions and poll the audience beforehand, and then be able to either show the live results on the screen or show like we ask the questions beforehand and then we show the results on the screen. So an example would be something like, is Red Green Tron playable now that Eye of Ugin is banned? Fact or fiction? And then people get to weigh in on whether they think it's, what is this, a Rattle Chains? Rattles. I think we just take the True Fate sensor here. This pack is like not good for us. Let's see. We have like a decent amount of humans. We have a lot of humans actually. I think this is just True Fate sensor. We could take the Wolf. Wolf. Dopey, yeah, I mean, it is. I'm just giving you an example, but the idea is that the questions are meant to be like community weighs in on them. So it's not meant to be like super factual. It's meant to be like, what is your opinion? Like, do you think the deck is still playable now that Don't you have fact or fiction screenshot from the cube and have yours choose which pile to take? That's funny. You think it's Hellpack Wolf? Yeah, it could be Hellpack Wolf. I can see that. Call to the Waxing Moon, I guess? There's no good red card you want. Bloodmad Vampire is not really good for this deck. We have like the Neonate, which we're not even sure we want to play. And we actually have a couple creatures that flip. We have Guessing Forge Master. We have Hermit of the Natter Knolls. And we have, is this one a creature? Permanent you control transforms into a non-human creature. Oh, so Skin Invasion counts. Second Harness is a sign. Yeah, I'm just gonna take the cult. Okay. Here we are happy to take the True Faith Sensor. Yeah, that worked out way better for us. I'm much happier about having that than the Nembrai Wolf in our deck. We could also take the Thornhide Wolves, but we already have a fine 5/4 here. So let's take the True Faith Sensor. Skin Invasion transforms from the graveyard, so I don't think it counts. Oh, that would be a shame. Okay, so we have two really good options here. We have Ulrich's Kindred and Rabid Bite. We don't have almost any removal, so I think I'm inclined to take Rabid Bite, even though I think Ulrich's Kindred is like really good in this deck. Like, let's move Sanguinary Mage over here because we're not likely to play her. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Bite, even though I really want to take the Ulrich's Kindred. Hey, Hinterland Logger is a really nice pickup for us. God, we have so many 2-drops. We probably don't want to play Tormenting Voice. Skin Invasion doesn't work with a cult. Alright, we got the judge's ruling. We can take Confront the Unknown or Piggy. I don't think Piggy's particularly good. We already have a Rush of Adrenaline though, so I'm not super excited about the close. We'd rather not play Loam Dryad if we can help it. So let's move these three over here for now. Calc for the trolls. Rabid Bite is bad common though, that's another question on what to take there. I don't think Rabid Bite is the best common in the set, but it is a very, very good green common. When you see Era Falkerath, do you have to take it since it's you? I am little did you guys know, I am contractually obligated to take that card. Yeah, I guess I'll just take Confront the Unknown. Yeah, we'll take the Mediocre Wolves. They go well with our Moonlight Hunt. We could take Clip Wings, but that seems whatever. Second Harvest, Gastav Arsonists. Chasm and an Uncaged Fury. We could take Uncaged Fury here. Fork in the Road, even though we're probably not gonna play it. There's another True Faith Sensor, though I don't think we need it, because we have the first one. Harness by Storm again! How many Harness by Storms have we seen? Guess we'll just rare draft this now. Huzzah! Equestrian Skill. I guess we'll take it for flavor reasons. Root Out, we can take for the sideboard. Skeleton Key, sure. Yeah, now we're not playing Harness. Though we did see 3 harnesses through the duration of this draft. Gaby, when you have a removal spell from your opponent's Era Falkerath, do you kill yourself or let it kill you? We'll take Velcil Versatility. We could have taken... What did I take over the Gastav Arsonists? I took a sideboard card, didn't I? Gastav Arsonist is also better than Thornhead Wolves because it works better with our cult. Thank you, Makla. Cut Spectral thingy. Yeah, white was pretty open. Yeah, our deck's pretty mediocre. So Gaby, where could I go get a Hedron? So I got this Hedron at a GP. It was in the prize wall. I'm not sure how else you can get him. Oh, this is 23 cards? We might just be running this exactly as it is. Insolent Neonate kind of bad. We don't have anything that cares about discarding. Maybe if that's true, we'd rather run like Tormenting Voice, maybe? We have no way of leveraging this card, do we? We don't. I guess Stoic Builder, sort of. Man, this deck's mediocre. This deck is the mediums. How much trouble was it to ship this home after the GP? It wasn't, because I drove. I got it at GP Madison. So I just stuck it in my car and then immediately got it back home. So it was not hard, but I don't know how people like take those big cards back home. You put Skin Invasion and Neonate and then sacrifice it. Gaby carried it home in her purse. Yeah, I don't think putting white in this deck just for Veteran Cathar is worth it. Yeah, I can see us potentially playing the Loam Dryad. This deck didn't turn out so good. We can play the Loam Dryad maybe instead of the Neonate. The Neonate's just not good. What are we doing with this? Neonate does nothing in our deck. Let's play the Loam Dryad. At least it can crank out stuff faster. Oh, am I interested in selling my Hedron? No, I love my Hedron. But you should look up on like eBay. You might be able to find one. Okay. I'm gonna add some lands. 10-7. How does this look? Oh, actually, you're right, actually, to whoever said that. Traverse the Ulvenwald is white. Can get white. Probably still not worth doing it, though. We'll just go with... Sorry. 9-8. I'll buy a playset of Hedrons. Legitimately purses are like wormholes or something. I don't know how people fit all the things that they do in there. I will say that my backpack is kind of like a wormhole. Did you get that Grizzlebrain from GP Madison? No. I got it from Channel. Channel got me that Grizzle Dad. Assembling that Hedron was actually really hard. Believe it or not. I could see myself running up planes for the Cathar. As soon as I saw that we have like a Loam Dryad and the Traverse the Ulvenwald, the activated ability of this thing's pretty good. As in the backpack is full of worms. It's always interesting to see the stuff that you decide to chime in with, Luis. Like, what is it that compels you to, like, chime in with that kind of stuff? It is really interesting. Okay, deck is bad. We're gonna try it. Here we go. Oh, you know what we should have done? Yes, we should have run Fork in the Road, because I think we have a couple cards that care about Delirium. And if we're already trying to get a white source, then it's not that bad of an idea. Though I kind of fully expect us to, like, be drafting again soon. This deck was... we did not find our lane. Oh, this is actually fine. Okay, let's keep it. Fast build, single a limb. So we want to run out the Lambhold Pacifist first because, damn, we got dead weighted? Alright. We want to run out the Lambhold Pacifist. Oh, hold on. My logic no longer makes sense. I was going to say because we have the Loam Dryad and we can use the Loam Dryad to, that's fine. That's not a big deal. Thank you, Shiv Poke. Appreciate it. I'm actually gonna run out the Hermit because next turn I'm gonna make the Furtive Homunculus Skin Invasion and then I'm gonna block it with my Hermit. Crow of Dark Tidings? Sure. 4 mana, you say? So let's make the Furtive Homunculus attack into the Hermit next turn. And play a Kazakh Forge Master? Yes. Let's invade your skin, son. Alright. And now I can just block this bro. Things I say are exceedingly random, mostly as a result of free will being alive. Alright. I'm gonna tell this Furtive Homunculus what's what. Bam! Haha. Huzzah! Look at our board. Our board is beautiful. Yeah, I think we just send in with Voldarian Duelist and attack with everybody. I guess this crow can't block. Our opponent has a foil crow. They're gonna have to choose to block with a foil crow if that's what they want to do. Ta-da! They're at 13. Yeah, Skulk is kind of a weird mechanic. I don't think I like it. I think I tried to give it a shot and then I decided I didn't like it. Hey, we won. So, do we want to change anything? We saw a bunch of 2-1s from our opponent. We saw Skulk and Crow, so let's bring in 2 dual shots. We can take out the Lone Dryad and... maybe we cut up Plains and cut the Traverse the Ulvenwald and add another forest. Yeah. And show our opponent we ain't messing around with no splash. I don't know if our board is beautiful. Skin Invasion's flip isn't very good looking. That's true. This hand's kind of mediocre, but it's definitely a keep, so... Ooh, the Abyss! For the 2-month resub, thank you so much, the Abyss. Welcome, my friend. Everyone, let's welcome the Abyss back with a bunch of Vipers. Thank you so much for the support. Really appreciate it. F6. They brought a 1-3 this time. Alright. They brought a 1-3 to a gunfight. You guys, I watched Deadpool yesterday. It was really good. Seagrass Scaff getting in there. Alright. This blocks the Skulk guy pretty good, so... Thank you, Raj Kulol. Ha, we stopped the attacks. I see. We can... They didn't play anything, and they missed their land drop, so if we play Landhold Pacifist and they don't play anything, we could flip our Pacifist. We could also just play a Gloom Widow so that we have a Gloom Widow out in play. Yeah, I watched Deadpool for the first time. I hadn't watched it before. It was not a rewatch. I guess this uses our mana better. It also means that next turn we might be able to Lamhold Pacifist and Moonlight Hunt, so I'll just play the Gloom Widow. Good morning, Simon. How are you? So our opponent did find a land. Didn't play anything though. So let's go attack with Gloom Widow. I wonder if they have tricks. We're actually okay trading with a Seagrass Scob. So... don't really care to use a trick here. Alright. Gaby ranking in the LR sponsorship money. No, but I do like my LR shirt a lot. Sleep paralysis, our guy. Alright. You got me. Hinterland logger, fun. So we can go forest, play hinterland. I guess we can attack first. Attack with both. This is a human... This is a werewolf. We could kill the skulker, but if they block, we'll just rush of adrenaline, so... Yeah, I accept your terms. Let's rush. Thank you, knight. And let's just play hinterland logger and pass. Stitched mangler. That's fine. Our girl? Yeah, that's true. This is a girl. You're alright. Hinterland logger is tapped. That's a-okay. Ooh. Flipperoo. Alright, let's see what our opponents get. Horsey. We could kill Horsey. If we kill Horsey, the unfortunate thing though is like our veteran Cathar still doesn't have good attacks. Our Timber Shredder does, and our Stoic Builder does too. I guess it's maybe not worth killing Horsey. They also have a lot of cards in their hand, so they could get Horsey back easily. I guess we'll just pass. We could attack with Timber Shredder. They just block with Stitch Mangler. That's not great for us. Yeah, this game's not going. Oh, NASCAR Father, our deck's really not very good. It looked really good in game 1, but it's, the deck's actually not very good. Yeah, I guess we'll just pass. Green is my favorite color in Shadows. I think it's quite good. Oh, we're probably gonna have to kill that guy. We have enough things to kill that guy, right? Yeah, we do. Probably worth it to hunt it right now. Might be on reason. Actually, that's a great draw. We have 2 card types. So... let's attack with Timber Shredder. If they block with just Stitch Mangler, we can trample through it. Alright, that's gonna work out well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ba-bam! Unfortunately, the amount of Simic Stoic builders you run and the amount of matches you lose is correlated. That is true. Yeah, our deck's not great. Sleep paralysis in our guy. Damn. Our opponent has a lot of sleep paralysis. We can't really attack through this anymore. Byway Courier, sure. If we found like a skin invasion, we can make... Oh, that's pretty good. Draw 3 cards on top 2 lands and discard a card. Sick burn on Marshall Simon. Get shredded. Crow's pretty good. Alright. No, creatures flip backwards, doesn't... We did not bring Root out. Halpack Wheelf? I kind of don't love sending all of our creatures to die here. I guess we could attack with all. They probably block. We lose a Byway Courier, and then one of these 2 trades with this. And then we follow up with a Wolf. And we get him for 4, and then we get to draw Clue. That's actually not that bad. I guess I'll attack with all. Yeah, our wolves are super sleepy. Our wolves needed to have some monster energy drink. Well, Laser, my concern is that our opponent... Wow, if they block like this, that's crazy. Yeah, I didn't think that was gonna happen. The problem is our opponent drew 3 cards, and we are not set up to win this in the late game at all, so I don't mind taking care of this crow, or dealing 4 here to them. This is kind of like a risky not block by our opponent. There is a Miser's Plane in the deck, but I didn't. Alright, yeah. See, now they're at 6, and we might actually be able to steal the game away. So let's crack this clue and see what's up. We drew another mountain. Let's play Wilf. But I boarded them out, so that Veteran Cathar is not better than the 2-2 right now. Hey Gaby, what is your favorite color monster of energy drink? It is this white one with, jeez, Nephalia Moondrakes. Alright. Alright. Ghosted is flying. Damn. Can we stop drawing lands, please? Please? Huzzah. Wolf's Flip. Our deck would be good if it had 3 Hardness by Storm. You guys are funny. Lamplighter. Alright. What a combo. Our opponent also had a Crow as well. Okay, so the Nephalia Moondrake beats begins. Our guys flip back. Can we just always yield to this? Skin Invasion. We can make the Lamplighter Assault have to attack. And when it does, we can double block with Stoic Builder and Hellpack Wolf and end up a creature up. Is that better? Yeah, that's better than getting the Goldstein in the yard, I think. Although, Skin Invasion attacks better into a 3-5. But being a 3-4. Yeah, so I'm just gonna make this guy have to attack. Wait. There you go. Yeah, it's not going well. What does F8 do? F8 passes priority if you have no more legal action. So if like I play a land and I'm tapped out and I have no cards that I can play in hand, it just like automatically skips the turn for me. Oh no, our opponent actually had something. 5 mana. They have Throttle. I assume that was a Throttle. It was a Throttle. Nibbles. Another target. Okay, well, we flooded out pretty hard. So I still feel good about having both of those. We saw a ton of X1 still from our opponent. And we feel pretty good about having those dual shots in there still. F8 only works if you have... It's basically saying, like, computer, be smart about this. If it looks like I have no possible play, like, don't try to give me a possible play. Wait, why do I want Root Out? What, oh yeah, Root Out can be good. They have double C paralysis, yeah, so let's bring in Root Out. Looks like Gloom Widow might be a little bad. It gets outclassed by a lot of the creatures that we saw. Lamplighter, Goldsteed, Nephalia Moondrake, so that's less of a concern. We could bring the white mana back in, but that means bringing back Traverse Sylvanwald. I don't think I want to do that. Though we could play Gloom Widow over Stoic Builder. Stoic Builder no longer has any synergy with like anything that we're doing. So, though, hold on. Stoic Builder is better with True Fate Sensor. Oh, he has Crows too? You're right. Okay, so Gloom Widow back in. I guess Ravenous Bloodseeker is kind of mediocre. Let's bring Stoic Builder back on. Wait, no. Like that. Alright. Okay. I just took out the Ravenous Bloodseeker. That guy doesn't do anything on our deck. Should be studying for my final at 3. Nah, I'm gonna watch some streams. I know that feel. I'm a white man. I would like to play first. So we have no red, but this looks like a very keepable hand, and hopefully we find some red mana off the top. Also, our opponent could stumble and we could just like flip this pacifist. That would be amazing. F8 versus Simian Spirit Guide grudge match. That's true. Alright, so let's go forest and pass. Also, F8 you only press it one time per match. So you like do it at the beginning and then you're just done doing it. Alright. Yeah, no 2-drop, one-time dealer, please. No 2-drop, no 2-drop, no 2-drop. I kind of feel like they're considering maybe dead weighting our Lambhold pacifist so that they don't, so that our creature doesn't flip. Because if they had a 2-drop, they would have just slammed it here, right? So why are they thinking so much? Yes! Ugh! Man, I had the soul read. Okay. Let's just play Veteran Cathar here and pass. Nibbles. I'm probably gonna kill Nibbles. Though it is kind of bad that we have 2 dual shots in our deck and we like are gonna burn them right now on Nibbles, but A, we don't have a mountain, B, we don't have dual shot. So let's go Rabid Bite, bite you. Reverse ghost when the streamer knows what's in the opponent's hand. Well, I just couldn't think of what else. Yes, one-time dealer, we flipped. Although this is a 2-2 now, it still can't attack. Oh no, it can attack. It doesn't have the restriction anymore when it's flipperoo. Alright. So let's just go attack with both. Can't do anything else. That's not great. I guess I could root out the dead weight. I feel like I'd rather hold on to sleep paralysis because I bet they have it. Alright. Here we don't want to... Root out destroys target artifact or enchantment, and we saw our opponent have 2 different sleep paralysis, so rooting out the dead weight seems like not amazing. Could attack with Veteran Cathar here. Follow up with a byway courier, that seems fine. Could root out the Lambhold Butcher and attack for 6. I think I'd rather just... This is a zombie, right? Gets Death Touch eventually. I'm gonna attack with Veteran Cathar. Yeah, I think I'm gonna hold on to the root out. I think it's gonna be better if we get a sleep paralysis with it. Because the dead weight right now is actually kind of dead weight. Yeah, we could send it in regardless. That's a fair point. This is 4 mana. This looks like this could be sleep paralysis. What you doing? Aries sent me a message. What does this say? Sorry, bad luck. No worries. Hey chat, what's the deal with CSL this week? Yeah, we have a build around card. Our build around card is... Ooh, we got throttled? Well, we get to draw a card. Now I think I'm gonna root out. Because them doing that kind of makes me think that they didn't have sleep paralysis, otherwise they would have sleep paralysis the byway courier. Because it's better for them to tap it and not have me draw a clue than just use 5 mana to tap it. So... if we root out the dead weight and now get in like this, next turn we can draw double clues and hopefully find some red. Wow, if this is sleep paralysis, that's super rough. That sequencing doesn't make a lot of sense. Why would they want to give me a clue? So let's crack a clue. We'll play the hermit here. Like that's really weird, right? Like that sequence of events. Like why would they want to do that? That doesn't make any sense. Sorry, bad lag equals sorry I had to turn on your stream. It was too weird. The sequencing was too weird. That sequencing was too spooky. Okay, what do we do here? They could have just drawn it, for sure. So we don't attack here. Instead, we play... So skin invasioning this guy's not great because this is target zombie gains death touch until end of turn. Too spoopy for you. I kind of like getting the Cult of the Waxing Moon down and we can skin invasion this guy. I guess we just don't block it and then we don't care about it. So yeah, that seems fine. So let's go Cult of the Waxing Moon. Play on Mountain. Play this on here. This doesn't matter if it flips. Hey, Mr. Ick. Yeah, well, we'll just be taking one from this guy because we don't care about it at all. Sleep paralysis, the cult. Well, the nice thing is if our hermit flips anyway, I kind of want to crack this clue, and if we get a land, we can play the Thornhide Wolves, and if we don't, we can play the Howlpack Wolf. And if we draw a pump spell, we could bash through the Stormrider Spirit, so that didn't work. We can just play Wolves here. Hey Gaby, Spartz, where can I see the cards you guys will be building around for CSL this week? I think Randy put him on like communitysuperleague.com. I could have passed, but I'm not worried because this game is going long. We're gonna get to a point in the game where either Ares or I won't have creatures to flip, and in that case, I'd rather have a bigger board so I have better attacks and leave the wolves behind. So I don't need to set myself back a turn here because it's something that's gonna happen eventually. You can block the 1/1 with Kessig and not have to worry about Death Touch, which is nice. Yes, that's a really good point. I'm gonna get that guy down next turn. Yeah, I like setting up a turn where like, because this also triggers every time they flip. So like, this game is gonna get to a point where they're gonna flip. So unless, and they already spent one removal spell to get rid of this guy, so either they spend a second removal spell, which is great for me, or they're gonna have to deal with like 3 flipped wolves. They Jace's Scrutinied. Oh wow, this is gonna be sick. It's an instant too. Thank you, Giddy Goat. Though they could have a counter spell, which makes it a little more appealing to dual shot on their turn. So I think I'm just gonna attack with Thornhide Wolves here. And then maybe at their upkeep, I will kill both of these. Flip this and get 2 wolves. I could also just play wolf. Yeah, so they have 1 mana open. Skin Invasion doesn't have haste, so I can't do it now. Hey, Hollows, Sick Blood, glad I jumped in during lunch. Hey, Tri Squad. I think I'm just gonna attack with the wolves here. I'm gonna, hold on. I'm gonna upkeep them. Okay, so triggers are on the stack, and now I am gonna attempt to kill. Oh, you're right, it doesn't have summoning signal. It's fine. It's fine to upkeep all of this, though. This is fine. Well, seems hard to lose from this spot now. I think you one-shot the head. GG, good luck next round, they say. Alright, yeah, it seemed kind of hard to lose from that spot. Wow, Cult of the Waxing Moon was really good there. Doing it! I had a game that I played against Rashad at Madrid, where I had, like, it was just, like, an incredibly styled out board state, and I had, like, 5 werewolves in play, and eventually I got a Cult of the Waxing Moon down, and so every turn it was, like, Rashad kept trying to do things to make sure that my wolf wouldn't flip, because I'd get, like, 5 wolves from the whole equation. And I also had a Neckbreak Rider. Thank you, Ahoy Patrick. Which, his flip side, Neckbreaker, it attacks, and when it attacks, your attacking creatures get +1/+0 and trample. And so I was able to flip him all eventually and get like 6 wolves or something. Then the next turn I attacked with all, and he was just like, "How much damage?" And I'm like, "It's your blots, bro." I was attacking for like 40, I think. Have you heard anything about Eternal Masters? Not too much. I mean, I heard that it's gonna be fun, but I think that was like a pretty easy assumption, so. Anyway, the question I wanted to... It's the only transform card with that text. Wait, what is... What is Alighieri Durante? Why are they so upset? Harvest Hand works the same way. Yes, Harvest Hand transforms in the yard. Let us see. This hand looks good. Let's keep it. Oh, was he fighting with you, Prophet? Yeah, that seems like uncalled for. I was very confused as well. I'm gonna take off upkeep stop. I don't need upkeep stop. Oh, you're right. Oh, Curse Switch does the same thing too. Let's F8. We draw our planes. Alright, so let's just go to the Lundra in here. Avoid it whenever possible. That's a pro strat, Simon. We could kill the mob. This guy tends to get out of control pretty fast. Feels kind of bad to just burn a Rabid Bite right now, though. Though, to be fair, we do have a Traverse the Ulvenwald, so we can get Delirium going. That's, like, kind of nice. I think I'm gonna fight it. It's a little aggressive. I'm an expert on being wrong. I am an expert on being wrong, I'll tell you that. Dauntless Cathar, you say? Alright. Well, we'll play a Thornhide Wolves next turn. We could traverse the Ulvenwald here, but I don't think getting an extra land does anything for us. I think I'm gonna hold this until we can maybe have Delirium. Vessel of Ephemera, wow. So it looks like our opponent had a lot of ways to make that unruly mob bigger. It's kind of annoying. They probably have a trick. If they don't, they just make a spirit. Not gonna block it. Bloodseeker. Alright. Probably just attack with these two and play a Bloodseeker. I can even get a land into the yard because we're not going to use it for anything, and then we're starting to get closer to Delirium for Traverse. So bad. Can't stop, won't stop. Alright. Has anyone ever tried... Oh, our deck's not good, Night Class. Our deck is really bad. Town Gossipmonger? Alrighty. Really? I kind of want to block and pitch a forest. We lose a creature, but we trade with that, and now we have creature, forest, sorcery in the yard. Because we also don't have good attacks, because here they just like crack the Vessel of Ephemera, they block it with Town Gossipmonger, they flip it and reverse it, and then our guy dies. Like this guy dies. I guess this guy bounces off, this guy dies, and this guy would trade. So I guess this is fine. How's that? Alright. You made a spirit? That can't be better than popping the Vessel, I don't think. Redraw another land. So this guy flips reverse to become a 2-3, becomes a 3-3 of it 1. So we don't have good attacks here. So we can just go forest and play wolves. Wolf. Hey, Death and Taxes MTG. What would we even tutor with Traverse Sylvan Wild? All of our creatures are bad. Vessel, sure. Another Vessel. Ay, ay, ay. How am I not sponsored by Monster yet? It's a punt on Monster's end if you think about it. We could skin Invasion the Town Gossipmonger. Make it attack us. Thank you, Lane Bond. Though, if we skin Invasion this, and they crack the Vessel, flip their guy, it's a 2-3, and then they can pump it 1, 2, 3 times. They pump it 3 times and it becomes 5 powered. So we'd have to block with Lone Dryad and Stoic Builder to kill it. That's like really bad. Yo, that's real bad. I guess that means we can kind of start racing though. So let's go enchant this. If they crack the Vessel right now and flip it, they can't pump again. So we actually have good attacks with Thornhide Wolves here. Yeah, it becomes a 2-3. And they can't pump. Yeah, so let's attack with Wolf. That's true, it's also tap till they tap it. Good point. I mean, they could block and then flip it and reverse it. Is it worth it? Let me work. They took it? Alright. Put my bang down, flip it, and reverse it. Jesus, these Vessels. They're flipping and reversing. They actually kind of made it so their blocks are really bad. Though this guy's gonna be a problem. The Incited Rabbles. Gloom Widow. Oh my gosh, Gloom Widow was great against all this stuff. So... I am a super type of guy. We can leave Lone Dryad behind to block the Rabble, or we can also leave the Thornhide Wolves to make sure that we trade with this guy. And we will. And then we can have Gloom Widow and a Skin Invasion left behind. So yeah, let's just play Gloom Widow here. Hold on. Bam, bam. Tap them. I guess tap the planes. There you go. Let's play some Gloom Widow action here. And here I'm probably just gonna block the wolves to here. We could double block here to here and make sure that it dies too. So then I guess maybe it's fine to attack with the Thornhide wolves. Oh, tenacity would be terrible for us here. But it doesn't look like they have tenacity or they'd be attacking with spirits, so let's block with these two. I mean, we kind of have to hope that they don't have a trick here, but it's not the end of the world if they do, because we can just leave the wolves behind to block, and now we're gonna have... Yeah, we kind of wasted their whole turn here. Alright. Is it worth it? Let me work it. Got a skin invasion and reverse it. Okay, we're looking good here. Moonlight Hunt. They could kill both of our creatures if we attack with both of them. Also, Moonlight Hunt is nice because it's a card for Delirium. And now we can traverse the Ulvenwald. And we're just gonna start eating their little spirits one by one. That's okay with us. You guys, I thought we navigated this game well. Tableau him dried for mana before damage to put the Fear of God into our opponent. That's funny. I'm gonna attack with these two. If they try to take down our wolf, we're gonna get that Devilthorn Fox. Blockers are fine like that. Let's Moonlight Hunt this guy. Alright. Okay, now we can traverse. What do we want to get? Byway Courier, Cult of the Waxing Moon, Landhold Pacifist, Hermit of the Night. Man, our creatures are bad. They're at 2. I guess we should get Voldaren Duelist, because that's just going to be game. Alright. Yeah, I agree, Outlier. You guys, we did it. Felt like we were gonna be out of this game. So our opponent played Unruly Mob, Vessel of Ephemera, Town Gossip Monger, Devilthorn Fox. Alright, where are these dual shots? Dual shot, get in there. I still kind of am of the opinion that we might not want to be double striking here against this opponent, so let's put another forest in the deck. Actually, yeah, forest is fine. We can cut the traverse. Rush of Adrenaline seems good against an opponent who's playing a bunch of 1/1s. Kazik Forge Master still seems great. The more I play this format, the more I feel Dual Shot is main deckable. Cake! I like Dual Shot. I like try to prioritize making sure that I get a Dual Shot for the sideboard. Like, in a pack where there's a card that I'm not very likely to play on a Dual Shot, like, I'll gladly take that Dual Shot. It does serious work. Gloom Widow seems great against this opponent. I wish we had a Spider. Veteran Cathar is kind of very mediocre, especially once we don't have the... He's just like a literal 2/2. Alright, we'll try this. DC Sports, you keep the planes. I don't know, I feel like once we take... I don't know that we want to be planesing. We could have taken the Loam Dryad out, yeah, that's a good point. This hand is very good, let's keep that. Gossip Monger. Alright. Opponent off to a quick start. So let's go Forest and pass. Do you get anything for winning a draft? You do. You get some QPs. I think they stands for like qualifier points, is that right? You get entry back into your draft, and I think you win like a little bit of tickets when you do that. Let's go Hinterland Logger here. Okay, dealer, 1 time, no 3-drop. When you see no removal, def consider equestrian skill card as a house when no one kills it. That's a good point, BK. Pious Evangel. I'm probably gonna bite that guy next turn. Why wouldn't they leave it behind to flip it and reverse it? That's kind of weird. So I'm gonna put the Skin Invasion on the Pious Evangel and then bite it. Huzzah! Let's yield to this. Huzzah! Attack. Cool, and then the rest of our curve is like Voldaren Duelist and 2 Wolves or Cult of the Waxing Moon. Things are going swimmingly for us this game. If I didn't have any targets for the dual shot, I'd just ping my Wolves and get more. Oh, haha, with but we never ended up with him because we didn't take him. Remember, we saw him at the very beginning of the draft and then we were like, Angelic Purge or Skin Render. They sacked the planes. That's fine. It feels kind of bad to use Voldaren Duelist when there's no real target for them. But I do like developing my board. Especially if we draw a card next turn. If not, we can just pass and then our Hinterland Logger will flip. That's pretty nice. Oh, Skin Render? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm talking about something else. Town Gossipmonger. The 2/2. Hey, we did it. They have 1 card in hand. Our attacks here aren't that great because they can block, reverse this. This guy trades with either one. So I think I'm just gonna play Cult of the Waxing Moon here and pass. Because if they don't have a card to play next turn, we get a Wolf, we get... this becomes a 4/2, and then we still have Rush of Adrenaline to attack. So... I could still attack with Voldaren Duelist. Like, I would be okay trading with the Inspiring Captain. I'd also be okay with trading with a Town Gossipmonger. Yeah, I guess attacking with a Duelist is fine. Yep. Okie dokie. Alright, opponent, can you play a card this turn? Oh, they snap had something. Devilthorn Fox, sure. Hey King, thank you for the follow. They have 1 card left, they can't crack that Vessel. If we attack with just the Cult and they have nothing, we can rush with Cult of the Waxing Moon and kill both their creatures, and if now we can play Thornhive Wolves post-combat, so I think I am happy to attack with a Cult here. Yes, they did not block. Didn't think so. Alright, let's just play Thornhide Wolves. There's a really good chance they still can't play anything here. No, they had something. Dauntless Cassar. Still have 1 card. Alright. Hey, Affected Antics. Ooh, Uncaged Fury and Rush of Adrenaline. You guys, that's the combo. That's the Wombo combo. So attack with Cult. 6, 8, double strike. That's a lot of damage. I guess I attack with both of these. Bam, bam, bam. I could attack with my Hinterland Logger too. Because if they block in any way that leaves this guy unblocked... yeah, I'm just sending him with everybody. Alright. The order of that block is fine. We're gonna go... Uncaged Fury. Rush of Adrenaline. Huzzah! You can understand from the art that it's good. Yeah, look at the guy. He's like, BAM! You'd rush too because mice. Obviously, how are we not going to rush? Okay, I have a minute. I'm going to play an ad for you guys real quick. And then I will be right back for the finals of this A4. We are back. What's our hand? Oh man, our hand is so bad. Ugh. A rush of adrenaline and a veteran Cathar? Man! I hate mulliganing in limited. I think we keep this hand. I think it's like pretty bad though. How all our colors? I don't think I can keep this hand. Yes, we will keep this one. This hand is much better. Stoic Builder, we can keep that on. He's actually pretty mediocre. But he's a 3-drop. We can curve 2, 3, 4, so let's keep him on top. Yeah, our hand is way better. I can dig it. I said I'm gonna... Stoic Builder's MVP MIO. That guy doesn't do anything. Yeah, let's F8 here. No, I mean, I agree, BK. Like, that hand wasn't good. I just don't like mulliganing in limited very much. That is all. But good thing our 6 is great. Our 6 is great. You feel bad for Gaby? Why? I mean, saying JVP is the best 2-minute planeswalker is like saying Lotus Bloom is the same. Technically, the cost is the same. Or rather, she draws lots of good decks. It calls everyone mediocre. Dude, this deck is... You want to say that this deck is good? Good luck. This deck is bad. Are you kidding me? Be honest, chat. You guys think this deck is good? I think this deck is terrible. It's not humble brags. The deck is just actually bad. What are you guys on? Kinda wanna just attack with Stoic Builder. I'm gonna save Daring Duelist since we drew Byway Courier. Yeah, the deck is meh. Gaby's just an excellent pilot. Thank you, Nether. You're as good as your record. I'll take it. I'm gonna play a mountain and leave up a green for Confront the Unknown. Next time when they play a creature, we get to Daring Duelist and BAM! Pitchburn doubles. Oh, alright. Alright, alright. Crow of Dark Tidings. They milled a Gastaff Arsonist and a Scourge Wolf. Wolf! They didn't attack. Suspect. Alright, we got a Skin Invasion. I kind of want a Skin Invasion, one of those devils. We could also Daring Duelists and make one of the devils unable to block. And then they could try to block our Byway Courier with another devil. And then kill it with a ping. And if they do that, we Confront the Unknown and we get them! That's pretty good. Alright, let's try that. Hold on. Let's do this right though. When we hang out, I try to balance Gaby's modesty. Yeah, right, BK. Alright. So I think our opponent here can try to take down either the Duelist or... Alright. You're the true hero here, BK. Like, I don't want to, but someone has to? Alright. I'm gonna Confront the Unknown, this guy. Thank you, the Seeker. I have a Relentless Dead. Relentless Dobbs. Are you from Westeros? I am not. This guy has Menace. We don't really care very much about this guy. So when it dies, you may pay black. If you do, return it to its hand. When it dies, you may pay X. If you do, return another target zombie creature card. It was converted mana cost. Thank you, BJ. Return another target zombie creature card with converted mana cost X from your graveyard to the battlefield. So what zombies do they have? That's a wolf horror. They have a zombie bird, so they could do this for 3. I think we want to crack some clues and see what's up. Kind of feel like they shouldn't have attacked with a devil. Thank you, Calf. I'm probably gonna Skin Invasion this devil and block with Stoic Builder next turn. It depends on whether or not we get to draw a clue ever. We might never. Oh, Hermit of the Natternolls. So actually, we could just play Forest, attack with both creatures, Skin Invasion, the devil. And next turn we block the devil with a Hermit of the Netherknolls. That seems pretty good, actually. Let's do that. Yeah, I mean that's why I'm thinking Tango Orange, and that's why I want to make the devil attack, because if we make the devil attack, we'll end up with a Skin Invasion. Do an attack with 3/2? No, we are fine. Oh, I should have played the Hermit first. That I should have done. I'm fine attacking with a 3/2. They don't have the mana to return it right now. Oh, they could just get the zombie. They can pay back to get the Crow of Dark Tidings, I guess. He has 4 mana. And that's the only thing they can get back, right? I don't mind if they return Bird. It means that they lose a Relentless Dead, so let's attack with both. I really should have played my Hermit of the Netherknolls before combat, though. That was a big mistake. Kind of feels like I'm gonna get punished here. Damn. Punished. I could crack my vessel. I could crack here looking for a Rush of Adrenaline. I think I might do that. Is that better? No, the odds of getting that are worse than me just putting a Skin Invasion on the Hermit and making one of the devils attack, so I'm not gonna crack it. Alright. Looks like we're bringing in those, yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's go Hermit. Should have done that. Invasion. Target the devil. Yeah, I ended up not cracking Tango Orange. It made our turn, like, way worse, so. Yeah, the Shame Hermit. It's also a Shame Hermit because we would have definitely changed our attacks had we seen that happen, so it could have forced the issue. We at least do get this 3/4 now. Explosive Apparatus. Alright. Are they gonna try to kill my Hermit right there? Yeah. Let's crack the clue. Start of our turn and see what's up. They can block and return it to the hand for red. And if they do, we might be on reason to get them. The Jace tax is real. I'm here just hoping for CSL testing. Goes. Megan, I was testing earlier. If you go back on my replays, you can see my sweet brew. It's like, okay. It's not that sweet. We got a mountain. We have 2 card types in the yard. Alright, well. Alright, send in with everybody. Put my hand out, flip it, and reverse it. Thank you, client J. Yeah, I'm gonna let them try to deal damage to our Skin Invasion, and then I'll put some counters on it. So let's go to damage. Yeah, they don't kill it, so let's go to damage. Okay, so they're targeting our guy. Yes, they are. Okay, so let's might be on reason. Save our Skin Invasion. They get back the Relentless Dead. I assume that's what happened. Let's double check. They got back Relentless Dead. Alright, Hinterland Logger, sure. So let's just attack with both creatures. Is there a list of who got which card? I don't think they've published that. I showed you guys a list of the cards that are being drafted. I don't think it's been I know that people can say which card they drafted, but hello, Venser. How are you? It is nice that our opponent's operating only under 2 black sources. Oh, wow. It's kind of intense. Kind of got us there. Got a damage, sure. Uncaged Fury could have been way worse for us. Yeah, so Megan, what are you guys doing for Alhamrad's Archive? I was there in your stream for like a very short period of time, but it did seem very sweet. That was one furious zombie, yeah. Just getting the zombies' revenge. This Relentless Dead has been annoying. Oh, explosive apparatus, that's so annoying. So this is interesting because if we attack with both creatures, they're incentivized to get the Relentless Dead back and the Corrupt Dark Tidings. If we actually just attack with a Skin Shredder and they block, they won't have the mana to flip this, and then they can play the Cult of the Waxing Moon. Thank you, Longfoe. So I think here we just attack with a Skin Shredder. Then they can't get the Corrupt Dark Tidings back. You think attacking with both is fine? Alright. Yeah, this guy is annoying. Yeah, no, we can send with both. Guess our guy's gonna die to Explosive Apparatus anyway. Both presents lethal. True. I mean, we know that the Skin Render's gonna get, or Skin Shredder is gonna get blocked. I assumed he wasn't gonna get back Crow anyway, BK, because we're gonna play the Cult of the Waxing Moon, and they're not gonna want to let our Hinterland Logger flip, so they're just gonna kill it with Explosive Apparatus, I guess. Alright. Bam. Alright, Dobbs. Hey, Icky. Thank you for the follow. So Relentless Dead blocks. God, this guy's so annoying. I hate this guy. Gets them back. Yep, let's go to second main phase. Play a Cult. Yeah, he's back. We have one card in hand. We don't know what it is. An Embry Wolf. Embry Wolf. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, our opponent was off it. I don't know why they decided to show us the Embry Wolf and the Relentless Dead and then just be off it. So they showed us Fiery Temper, Dance with Devils, Scourge Wolf, Gastaff Arsonist, Crow, another Dance with Devils, 2 Explosive Apparatuses, an Uncaged Fury, a Relentless Dead, and an Embry Wolf. Okay. So, I think I am gonna board out white again. Play that. I'm gonna probably take out the Traverse and bring in dual shots. Maybe take out... Yeah, we have to play around those devils for sure. There's a chance that I want to play Sanguinary Mage over some of the other creatures, because Sanguinary Mage attacks really well into some of the things that they had. So I think I want to board that guy in, and Loam Dryad seems kind of bad. I like creatures with big toughness here. Yeah, our opponent having just 2 mana like really messed them up for sure. Cocoa Butts, that's close to PG-13, right? It is. Is that what I, It is. It's close to PG-13. I think it's like still PG enough. I think if it's PG enough to be on the CSL, then it's probably fine. Okay, what else? I don't think that we get that much from having the planes in the deck when Veteran Cathar is like pretty mediocre. In fact, I think I want to board him out. We might not want the second dual shot. We might want like... It's a famously depraved enterprise. You're funny. Hey B, how are you? Welcome. We could just play Veteran Cathar. Equestrian skill doesn't look that bad. Yeah, we didn't see that much removal from them. But in red and black, I'm a little more concerned about the removal. Sweet, let's try this out. Hey B, welcome. Welcome, welcome B. Okay. That sounds great. Dual shot, we did it. So I guess I'll just play Mount and go. I think we could have brought an equestrian skill versus our previous opponent. Opponent does nothing. Alright. Let's get some Kessig Forge Master up in here. Forge Master invasion for days. It's pretty good. Oh, they have a wolf? Our wolf and the Forge Master trade. Oh, it also can't block, so it's not even going to be blocking. So I think we just play... I think we just attack with a Kessig Forge Master here. Play Byway Courier. Next turn, if I have Dance with Devils, we can try to get him with Dual Shot. Like, we can try to Rabid Bite something. We can try to Rabid Bite that Halpack Wolf and still have Dual Shot up. Good girl, man. I'm still not sure the CSL lineup is fair. I mean, there's one person clearly ahead of everyone. Gaby Spartz has 1 Super League title and everyone else has 0. How is that fair? Oh no, Explosive Apparatus is gonna kill our Byway Courier. Yeah. We don't have a lot to do here. We can attack with Kessig Forge Master. Like, the race is still kind of like fine. We can crack this forest and see what we get. We got a Rush of Adrenaline. Play a forest. And pass with Dual Shot, I guess. Does mean our guy gets to flip also. We'll take it. Sanguinary Mage. Alright. Crow of Dark Tidings. We'll probably kill the crow here on end step. Your MTG boat isn't displaying whether you're up or down a game? Well, because this is... Oh, that is weird. It should be displaying that. That is strange. So unfortunately our guy flips back here. I don't know that it was worth it. Oh, I guess I could have Rabid Bite too. Why not Skin Invasion the Crow into Dual Shot? We could have done that too. So the reason I wanted to is because if we drew a land, I really wanted to play Cult of the Waxing Moon. And we drew, also that's a better point, another, so we don't have 2 lands. So, thank you Andy for the follow. I think here I attack, see if they block. If they do, I Rush of Adrenaline, and post-combat I Bite the Wolf. And if not, I'll just play the Cult. They did. So let's rush here. And we'll proceed to Skin Invasion this guy and Rabid Bite it. Alright. I didn't think they were gonna block. That seemed like a really risky block. Thank you, IB. We have a Gastav Arsonist. Alright. Oh, well, Darren Duelist doesn't care about Gastav Arsonist in the slightest. So we're hitting for 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that was a sick play, wasn't it? Alright. Gastav Arsonist, you can't block. 5, 7, 8. We could hit for 9. Probably not worth it to use Confront. Because Rush will probably push damage at some point. I think using Confront is better than using Rush, because Rush will probably push damage at some point. That's a good point, BK. You're probably right about that. Hey, TR Pazlisk. Thank you for the follow. Dance with Devils. Oh, and they're main phasing it. Why would they main phase it? That doesn't make any sense. I don't understand that. Here we just attack with everybody post-combat. We'll play a Cult of the Waxing Moon, I think. Alright. Oh, they want me flipping my werewolf? That makes sense. Yeah. They didn't want me to flip it and reverse it. I see. Yeah, so that's gonna happen. I probably want to keep this guy alive, so I just confront this. They take 3. We trade with the Devils. I play the Cult. I can block this here. I have a clue left at the end. A creature that can trade with this, and a 3/4 and a 3/2. So yeah, let's confront here. I don't think it's worth using Confront. You're not actually going to save your guy. What do you mean? Only one of the 2 was going to live. Breakneck Rider, that's fine. A Relentless Dead. Only one of the 2 was going to live. So let's crack this clue and see what's up. We drew a mountain. So what do these blocks look like if we attack with everyone? They block here, and then they block either this here and this here. They probably block this here, and they trade, and then they chump here, and then they lose their creature. They lose all their creatures, and we end up a Skin Shredder. They could also double block here to take down the Skin Shredder. We kill the Breakneck Rider. And then if this dies, they can't get it back. So I think my attacks are good here. They could also, they could eat this here, chump this here, chump this here. Yeah, we should attack. So that's gonna trade. Sure, we lose the Skin Invasion. They lose their Relentless Dead, and we have this guy up. Alright, actually that's kind of bad. If they keep the Gastav Arsonist, they have a 6/5. But then they can't really do anything. They can't really attack because we just kill them on the way back, so they probably just hold back. Wow, that's aggressive. I guess they drew a creature? Yeah, I think we should have passed him. I think we probably should have passed. Stormkirk Mentor doesn't... Ooh. If only we could give it trample. If only we had held on to the thing that gives our guy trample. We attack, they block, and then we're dead, I think is the problem. Alright. Well, we can give it a shot. Yeah, I think we are dead. So... yeah, they blocked. So I think we did two things wrong. The first thing was not using Confront the Unknown instead of Rush of Adrenaline that turn, because then we would have had Trample for a couple other turns. I don't mind. I think I want to send it back like this. And then the second thing was, I guess not letting our creatures flip that turn. Though, how bad is it for us if our creatures flip that turn? They get a 6/5 Menace and a Neckbreaker. They attack with both. We can't even block it. Thank you, Duck Pancakes. And then they follow up with Stormkirk Mentor. Then we have 4 creatures and they have 2 creatures and they have a Relentless Death that can also block us and come back from the yard. I don't know. Anyone want to take a look at my limit and tell me what you change? Objective at first, yes. Let's mulligan this hand. This hand's fine, but we need to get a red source. Let's keep Mountain on top, please. Yeah, letting them have Neckbreaker is very bad. Also, letting them have Gastav Arsonist flips is also really bad. We don't... So, this is weird because we want the 3rd land to play the Hermit and the Stoic Builder, but we also need a Mountain, so I'm gonna bottom this. I think you have to attack and hope they brick for a creature. Yeah. The big mistake was not having Rush later in the game. That was actual mistake. Sure. Wow, he drew it. I guess we'd much rather our Stoic Builder trade with a Kessig Forge Master, so let's just go ahead and play Stoic Builder here. Then our Hermit. Oh wow, our opponent's going ham. I guess we're racing. Our opponent has 3 cards in hand because they mulligan, and so did we. So they're down cards. So we can attack with Stoic Builder. If they block and try to trade, we can Rush of Adrenaline to punch through and follow up with a Hermit of the Natternolls. If they don't block, we just follow up with Hermit of the Natternolls and still have Rush of Adrenaline. So I think this attack is pretty easy. They did. Oh god. And by kind, I mean I suck. Uncle, you're funny. They played a Stormkirk Mentor. Oh, that's a Wombo. Alright. They are hitting us for a lot. We can probably just attack with both and then play a Kessig Forge Master. They did block? Alright, that's fine. One second, you guys. Let me get something real quick. Okay. Alright. Gastav Arsonist, that's a problem. That's a real big problem. Get that Quilled Wolf. Oh, does Ankle have a... Yeah, Quilled Wolf is great. You should put him in your main deck. We have 2 card types in the yard. They're at 12. Or we're at 15. We're at 12, they're at 15. Letting them flip the Gas of Arsonist is pretty bad. So if we 2-for-1 ourselves as we do this, but we can attack with both. If they block with Gas of Arsonist, we can might be on reason whatever creature's left over. Yo, this is sweet, Ankle. I don't like Convicted... Yeah, I hate Convicted Killer. I think Convicted Killer is terrible. I don't like Traverse outside of Super Delirium deck. Yes, I have Traverse in this deck and it's not good. Okay, what are we doing? I think we're at 1 card. They're at 1 card. I think we gotta hope. Like, if we 2-for-1 ourselves to kill the Gas of Arsonist, I think we are okay with that. Hey, see a test visit. What about block with 1 and use Trick on second? That doesn't work, because if Gas of Arsonist flips, it has Menace. Yeah, this is kind of bad. This feels bad, man. We just kind of have to hope that we draw better than them here. Explosive Apparatus is going to wreck our lives. If we had drawn like a Cult of the Waxing Moon or something like that, we might have been in okay shape. Oh, that guy's good. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna win this. Lambhole Pacifist. Good one, dealer. Not today. Cool. That was fun, you guys. So we lost in the finals, which is cool. Our opponent did go 5. Their 5 was pretty good, though. I think our draw was, like, kind of, like, mediums. Do we get QPs for getting second? Is that a thing? Let me see at the end. We do! We got 1 QP. Cool. So I'm gonna finish the recording here. For everybody in chat, this is gonna be on YouTube. My YouTube is just youtube.com/GabySpartz, and if you wanna watch me stream live, you can go to twitch.tv/GabySpartz. See you later, everybody!